So this is a special show that we haven't told anybody about. This is the Trix convention special. So we do it. We're filming this now before we've met anybody before. We know what's going to be on here, what we're going to talk about, or anything. So let's see where it leads us.
Yeah. So if you don't know, the Trix convention used to be called Trix and the Sticks because it was out in Shrewsbury in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
It's now in Stoke, and it's a kids entertainers convention
/ family entertainer.
Yeah, family entertainers. So all your sort of family entertainers and kids entertainers from all different parts of the country all come together, and we have this convention. There's dealers, some dealers which we'll show you. Then they have a cabaret show which is on tonight, and it's also midweek.
Yeah,
and you know why it's midweek? Do you want to?
Because all the kids' entertainers are working at the weekends.
Exactly, yeah. So that's really great. So they have it on a Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday night is the show, a little gala show that they have.
And then
tomorrow's the main day with the lectures, workshops and stuff. So it's midweek, so most people can make it.
It's really weird for me, actually, because I've been downstairs where people are meeting up before the convention and having a beer and stuff. Now, normally, if I was at a close-up magic convention, I would know everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Right? And I got downstairs and I knew 2 or 3 people, and I was like, I didn't recognise anybody else. So it's a really weird sort of scenario for me. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But it's good as well because you get to meet new people.
Yeah. And the cool thing is how can I explain this? The show tonight, by the way, is nothing to do with kids entertainers. Essentially, it's sketches and funny different things.
I've already seen George Firehorse who's on there.
And that's the sort of thing.
So I saw George perform at the Belfast. I've done the Belfast convention twice.
Yeah.
And that's where George is from. So George did his show, and he did it as if it was like he was doing a kids show. And then they said to him at the thing, "What do you do when you're doing your show for adults?" He goes, "Well, I do the same tricks, bro. I just fucking swear loads." And I'm expecting more of the same tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of like what it is. It's like sketches and things tonight, and Max Fulham's usually involved, and John Kimmins is brilliant, does a great job cutting the things together. And so, yes, that's the convention.
Looking forward to that.
And we're looking forward to it tonight. And
so let's see how it all pans out. Hopefully there'll be a show.
Yeah, and we'll have interviews and little videos and different things. So that's coming up for you now. So we're here at Trix. I was going to say in the Sticks, but it's not in the Sticks anymore. I keep getting that mixed up. So we're here with the Magicbox stand, as you can see behind me. But I thought I'd give you just a little quick tour of the dealers hall. So obviously I couldn't make it, so let's just... And we'll start obviously with Magicbox. Francis the Duck we've been talking about. So this is where Magicbox stand. As you can see, I'll zoom out a little bit. But I thought I'd just take you around the room and just give you a sort of a little feel of the dealer's room, or the dealer's hall here. So we'll just slowly move around. Got some Punch and Judy puppets. Some really interesting puppets on the stand. Over here. And this is the world of puppets over here. So we'll come over here a little bit later and have a little chat. We've got the Punch and Judy booth here. And then onto the Trix stand. Some really cool bits and pieces. No, don't look at that. Put that away. So these have got some really interesting things, some really cool coasters. We're going to come and have a little chat with them a little bit later. I just thought I'd give you a little preview of some of the stuff. You'll see some of these prints that we have at Magicbox actually on the walls at the shop. Some cool stuff. Mugs are nice. And of course some actual tricks and effects. And this is really cool. This is like a version of Dippy Duck, but it's a dinosaur, which is really good. Well, manually controlled. Depending on where you're at. With a manual one.
Did you know the British Ring Convention is at Brixton this year?
Is it? Is it?
It is. Did you know Great Magicbox previously did a...
How was the flight getting over here?
We have Matrix, and we've got Alex doing a lecture.
Wow. What's the date?
The dates. Yes, the dates.
Doesn't know.
No, it's in September, 19th and 20th of September.
19th, 20th. We'll link it in the video link.
This Sunday we've got the British Ring picnic. There's so much happening at the British Ring. Thanks for caring.
Thank you.
UK.
This puppet stand's really cool. Some really cool puppets. I love this one. This is my favourite puppet. I don't know why, but I love this puppet. Look at that. I think it might just because it's such a simple puppet. Love that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to buy one. Just really like that. These are pretty cool. These are little things you put on your hand, sort of make the eyes on your hand. Very good. Got Brian Berry. This is Brian Berry Magic. There's some really interesting older type lines as well. Some classics of Magic.
Holland, Netherlands. Dutch and German like to figure puzzles out. But you go to like Spain or like wonder.
And then down here, the legend that is Mr. Pat Fallon.
It's a solo cat.
And I'm Dutch, so I get
It
it.
says Emerald Magic, the legend that is Pat Fallon. And of course, the main man himself, Gary Dunn, who runs Practical Magic, who runs this whole convention, does a fantastic job doing all the organising of the whole thing. And of course, this is his trade stand. So Practical Magic is pretty much, or is, and sells mainly kids items. So for kids entertainers, that type of thing. So you can see all the really weird things. There's then we've got Graham Lee with all the balloon stuff. All different variations of balloons, different colours. We've got Solo Stand.
No jumps at all. It is literally that piece of wire.
It's got this really cool new thing called Halo. So if you don't know what Solo is, we'll have a little chat about that as well. He'll explain what Solo is and what his new thing is, which is Halo, which is really cool. But I'll let him explain that a little bit later on. Next door to that, we're coming back.
Magicbox, not Magic World.
Not Magic World, absolutely.
We saw this last night in the dealer dem. This was a really good piece. So this is a remote control growing and wilting flower, which I thought was really, really cool. We'll come back in a bit. We'll have a proper interview, a little chat once the next lecture starts. But we'll talk in a little bit about some of the lines we've got here, and then moving on to this stand here. These guys are from Spain. They have some really nice, colourful, beautiful silks which are down here. Really well made silks. And again, some really nice, colourful sort of kids props. Again, we'll chat to them a little bit later on. And then, of course, there's Trix, who we're going to have a little chat to as well a little bit later on. So there you go. So that's just a little feel of the dealers hall here at Trix. If you couldn't make it, some interesting dealers, some interesting lines, and that's it for me. See you soon. So we're here at Trix, and as I promised, we're going to have some little hints and tips from people who do kid shows, family shows, even some people who are doing close-up magic. But this is an interesting little thing. So we chatted briefly last night. So I'm going to introduce you. This is Magic Matt. And Matt does, well, you can tell them in a second, but you do a lot of festival work. You do kids shows, family shows. Would you say more of a family entertainer than a kids entertainer?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's families now, isn't it? Because basically all the adults come and it's them on a rebook.
Yeah,
100%.
So a lot of people who are watching this, some of them might not do kid stuff, but might want to be getting into doing some of the kid stuff.
Right.
So just a little bit of background. I've worked for Matt a couple of times at food festivals. So you have a big contract, don't you? Do all the food festivals in the country?
Yeah, quite a few.
So the food festival, you don't really know. You might have been one in your city. How many do you do altogether?
26 this year.
26 all around the country.
That's with the same company, yeah. Then I do a few other like little festivals here and there.
Yeah.
One of the companies is 26.
So I did Newcastle a couple of weeks ago, and I'm doing a couple of others with you as well. And generally what we do is there's a show every hour. So there's an entertainment tent, and every hour you have a magician on.
Yeah.
during the day from 11 right through till 4. And you have 2 magicians who all
Yeah, we
do a
alternate.
half-hour
Yeah,
show.
we do 3 shows each, so 6 shows
Yeah.
a day, 3 shows each, and then like a half-hour show, and then do some circus skills stuff in between, which was just a bit of an upsell, really. It was actually the festival guy said to me, "Oh, is there anything else you can do?" And I was like, "Well, actually, in between the shows, you want to do a circus workshop? We can do that, and that gives us the opportunity to add a bit more to the fee and do some extra stuff." Yeah.
So that's a little bit of background about sort of what you do.
Yeah.
And the sort of the type of magic. So a couple of questions is structure-wise. This is all outdoor stuff generally. So you're doing magic outdoors.
Yeah, for the festivals. Yeah. We have the tent now, don't we? So we can be underneath it if it's.
That was me.
Chucking it down like it was
first
in
question
there.
that people are going to ask when it's outdoors. So does that? Do you have a different show than what you would do, like if you were going to do in your typical party or something like that?
Yeah, so I'm doing my kids show in general. I have a magic table that's got a screen on the front of it, and I have all like interacting with that outside. If it's sunny, which it hasn't been so far for us this year, you can't really see the screen as well. So I don't use that aside. It's more like I have a little Magic Match Show sign that falls down on the table and stuff in my kids show. So when I do the festivals, I do 3 shows in the day. The first one I bill as a kids show. The other 2 I bill as family shows. And the kids show, I mean, if you're a kids entertainer, I don't know, we're talking to close-up magicians here.
Both.
So in Magic for adults, I do weddings and dinners and parties and stuff, but I also do the kids stuff and run the 2 separate businesses. So I think it's quite important to keep those brands separate. So the Magic Match Show is my kids show essentially. But you are entertaining the adults as well. They're the ones that are going to rebook you. They're the people that are going to follow you on Instagram, follow you on Facebook, and then that's where most of my work comes from. That's not word of mouth. Most of my work for kids stuff is Facebook groups. People literally, adults that have seen me. And then someone will say in a group, so when a kids entertainer, and they're like I don't pay for any advertising.
Your social media quite a big thing for you getting bookings, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do as much of it as I should, as in like posting up and all that sort of stuff. I've tried to in the past. I've tried to pay other people to do it. It just doesn't have the return on investment. I'll put bits on every now and then, but it's mainly people that will leave reviews or then will see my show and then recommend me. So I do a few gags in the show that gets people to follow the page and stuff like that, which come from street entertainer gags, really, because you're asking me about building a crowd and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to come on to, yeah.
So I started out as a street entertainer when I was about 14, so building a crowd and then doing the show. And when I first started, I'd stand there and just juggle, and that was it.
Right.
But then when I've been to Covent Garden a few times, seeing people build an audience, and there's a street entertainer thing that I really don't like, which is that you just build and build and build to one trick over like 20 minutes. So you're doing naff all really to do that thing. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I think you need to have that kind of, if you're being paid for a show, you need to have that thing where they're getting that sort of laughs per minute, tricks per minute thing. But building the crowd, there's things you can do to sort of do that. You want to be doing something that's sort of quite outstanding. I mean, years ago, I don't do it anymore because I've got old and fat. I used to think when I walk on my hands over the top of 2 kids to get the kids to lay down on the floor, and people would be walking past and they'd see them lay on the floor and they'd stop. That was how I did that. But yeah, we do at the festivals. I wear a headset mic in my show, but in between the shows, when I'm not on as well, so when you're doing the alternate shows or whoever, I have a handheld mic in my pocket the whole time. So literally every 5-10 minutes between the shows, I can announce that the show's starting in whatever.
Yeah, you keep it building, don't you?
Yeah.
Thing which I thought was really good.
You'll get people about 10 minutes in before already sort of sitting down, which is good. Yeah.
So like, when I'll be honest, I've said this before on here, I hated doing street magic.
Yeah.
And I had this really bad experience once where me and a few magicians from Newcastle, we were booked to do street magic.
Right.
To a charity.
Yeah.
And they paid, it was going to be filmed and stuff like that. So initially, what they wanted to do was to go on the street, do some magic, and then they would give leaflets out.
Right, okay.
Which was essentially turned out being what you call chuggers.
Right, okay.
Is what they were. Anyway, the first time I went out, I was all enthusiastic. I had a camera because we're filming it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Just went out on the street, loads of people over, doing close-up magic, built up a big crowd. Great. I thought, oh, this is easy, this.
Yeah.
This was years ago. And then literally the first day, the camera wasn't there. I literally went up on the street, dead excited and stuff. And I went up, as I do, I'm like, hey, started doing the magic. And the guy, I can't see it on camera, but the guy, I went up and I went, hey, how you doing? He just went, and I just went, ooh, to about this big. And I was like, yeah, street magic's not for me. All day that day, I tried so many different approaches to stop people on the street to try and get a show started. I was doing sponges, I was doing squeakers on kids as they were walking past. Parents were grabbing the kids as if I was some sort of nonsense or something. Like,
what are you doing?
It was, I had Rocky Raccoon. People were literally going on the other side of the street to avoid us. It was awful. By the end of it, me and the other two magicians were literally just handing free tricks out. We had like some decks of cards printed. We're literally just going free card, and even then they wouldn't take them. That was my experience of street magic. I was like,
I think
like build it as a street entertainer. Hard work.
The advantage I think was that I would do a lot of juggling stuff, so circus stuff. So in order to get that first bit down and get people stopping, I would just break the rules of street performers. I mean, Covent Garden, you expect it. The people expect to be standing in the crowd, but like this was like I used to do a place in Fleetwood in Blackpool, outside Blackpool called Freeport, and it was a shopping centre. And I would get up on my unicycle, draft unicycle, and just hover on that, which is staying still, and get a kid to help me passing my clubs up, and that would get a bit of an audience, and then I would get the kids to lay down on the floor, and that would build my crowd then. But yeah, it's different when you're doing festivals and stuff though. Like the circus skills bit in between, we started doing a couple of years ago. That really helped out in a way that I didn't think, because people would leave the show. The other guy that I'm on with will get the circus stuff out. They'd start doing the circus skills stuff. We'd then have people, learning circus tricks. And then 5 minutes before the next show starts, the circus stuff goes away now, the show's about to start, and the ready-made crowd would just move from there to there, sit down, and then an audience builds an audience. So then, you could just build them that way. But
I like what you do, even just the things, like you said, with the microphone, you're literally building the crowd from 20 minutes before you start the show. Even if you didn't have, so if there's somebody doing a festival, for instance, and need to build the crowd, you're building the crowd 20 minutes before the show starts. And something that I sometimes do if I need to build the crowd is I'll walk out with Rocky. 15 minutes before, and I'll just walk around and get the kids to pet us. By the way, he's going to be in the magic show in 10 minutes. It's over there at that tent. And I'll walk around trying to build the crowd that way, or I'll walk around with a squeaker and just go around. Are you the one with the squeaky arm? Good. We need you for the show. The show's starting in 10 minutes. And you kind of do a similar thing on the mic, and you're constantly building the show. 20 minutes. So that when the show starts at 1 o'clock, you've got at least 10, 20 people.
So it's kind of giving them a bit of a taste as well, isn't there? People, because if they say, there's a magic show on, unfortunately, there's quite a few people in the industry where the show is not really good, and people have sat through shows like before and they're like, I'm not watching. I don't want to sit there with my kid for half an hour watching that. Whereas if you're going out and they see a little bit, it's actually all right, this guy. So I'll do gags that are like, I do sort of a few gags on the microphone, sort of testing the microphone stuff as well, sort of classic street entertainer type gags, which you'll have seen anywhere really. But just things that are kind of like a little bit risky. I'm quite risky in my family shows. There's a few gags that I say in there and stuff. That you got to be careful of that though as well. Like I think we're of a style of performance where we can get away with certain things. Like there's a gag in my family show about Red Tube, right? Which is like, I feel I can say it and get away with it.
But not everybody could.
So not everybody could. I think because they know your personality and they know what that's like. And I've heard some guys say some gags and I'm like,
it doesn't work for them.
You can't say,
I know a couple of entertainers,
I mean?
they try to be cheeky and it doesn't work for them. It comes across aggressive. Sometimes rude.
I think you got to be self-aware. Like my favourite bit you do in your show is when you're going around the audience seeing an attractive adult lady and you're looking for an attractive adult lady and the way your voice just changes through it, that you're basically calling every lady in the audience a munter. It's just it's brilliant, but you can get away with it because it's like it's your style of stuff, whereas if other entertainers did it, it's self-aware is, I think the best thing we can be is self-aware, and if we're self-aware of who we are and what we can do, then we can just get away with anything really. He says, avoiding any bad reviews so far, but I think if you're self-aware of stuff, you can you can do what you like as long as it's within your remit.
Oh, well, listen, that's really good. Thank you very much for the time.
Cheers, man.
Hopefully that's anybody who's interested in that sort of thing. Hopefully that's given you some little bit of advice and just
feel free to drop me a message on by no means.
We'll hit your put your details on the video as well.
Feel free to give a shout.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Cheers.
Here we are in the bar, and we've got some very special guests. We're going to switch to see. We've got Sam.
Hello.
And we've got a legend over here. Who's he again?
Lee Thompson.
Oh, really? Okay. So we've got a couple of legends here in the bar, and we started chatting about something before. And you had an amazing bit of advice.
Okay.
So we're talking about, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about props that you might buy.
Yep.
and get too much use out of?
Yeah, I think one of the best tips, and I don't think this is mine, I've definitely been given this from somebody else somewhere down the line, so I'm not going to take any credit for this. It's feeling like, because you spent a lot of money on a prop, that you have to use it a lot. And by use it a lot, what I mean is, you use it too much in your act, and you almost kind of kill it by doing it so much. So a good example is, let's say you bought, I don't know, a very expensive floating phone trick, right? So you feel like you have to drag that out over like 5 minutes, even though the actual trick lasts about 8 seconds. Yeah, it'd be much better to kind of maybe do it for 8 seconds and then have a callback to it later on in the show. But there's loads of examples of this, right? And I think it's because we've spent a lot of money on something and we feel like we should get good value out of it. Whereas sometimes the best value you get out of something is actually doing it less. Less is more logic, I guess. But then maybe having a callback to it later on in the show. So there you go.
Tell us about your thing that you mentioned earlier on about when you're doing a wedding fair.
Yeah.
So that was free, and that makes sense.
Right. Okay. I'll do it. I'll try to do it right. Okay.
We're gonna go late in a second.
So the same is true, even if it's not a magic prop, right, or a trick that you bought in your show. It could be something as simple as, like, say, so going back 20 years when I first started doing weddings, I would go to wedding fairs, and at wedding fairs you book a slot, right, you get a 6-foot table, and this 6-foot table, you see it in front of you and you think, right, what am I going to do with this 6-foot table? So first thing you do is buy 2 shit roller banners, right? You can't help it, it's your first wedding fair, they're normally crap, but you put 2 roller banners on it. Then you go, right, what should I do? Business cards. I don't know, business cards, right. Put business cards. But they look crap because they're in this little pile. So what you do is just spread them out into a fan, just because we can. So we spread them out, fills a bit of space. Then you go, right, what else? Card mat. I need a card mat. Oh, cards, obviously, for the card mat. Spread them out as well. Now your OCD is kicking in because now you've got 2 weird fans and they're different. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Cards are spread out. Now you've got a top hat because you're a magician, you're a fucking magician, you've got to put a top hat on there. You've got a bit of space to kill. You've got a magic wand in it, Rubik's Cube, fuck it. It's an 80s toy. No one understands the reference apart from magicians about fucking Rubik's Cube. Anyway, put the Rubik's Cube in there. Then you've got a silk in there, dead dove, whatever else. Newspaper cuttings from when you're in the paper as a 6-year-old. Like, whatever, right? You put all this shit on the table and you think, yes. And then you look at it and think, what the fuck is this mess I've just created? Because that's exactly what it looks like. To the average person walking past, it is just a complete bundle of mess. It's so messy, the lights go out in the room you're in. That's how weird it is. Even God has decided that's how bad it is. He's just shutting down the light because I wanted to see the mess that's been made. So instead, the best thing you can do, if you certainly like with a wedding fair, and I understand why people do it, they're trying to get good value. They bought a 6-foot table, they're going to use a 6-foot table. But sometimes not using the 6-foot table is the best thing you can fucking do with it. So turn up, get your 6-foot table, throw it out the window, and as light has now been shed on this revelation, as you can see, the lights have now come back on. Yeah, throw the table out the window, get yourself a nice little small table for a stack of business cards, the award you won for best mince pie when you were in like primary school or whatever you want to put on the table, and then just stand there with the stuff in your pockets and do a good show.
Great advice. How good's that? This kind of relates to your.
I don't know if I can compete with that. I mean,
Cirque du Soleil here.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, these interviews are good because I mean, you made it very romantic by turning the lights down automatic. Was that done by Halo? Bless you.
Thank you. I don't know, just sneezed. That was weird.
Yeah.
No, that was Halo. Yep.
Yeah, so for me, like many of you, you probably got 2 45-minute acts. So you can go and do cruises. And then I went to Cirque du Soleil and I was there for 13 years. And when I left, I had 7-minute acts. So I lost those 2 45s, but it was a tight 7-minute act that I could do in 5 languages. 0 props, turn up, do the same act, the pickpocketing act in 5 languages. So less is more. It's the same if you get some people who do illusions, they'll get a track of music. Let's say the music is 6 minutes long. They feel that they need to perform for 6 minutes. You don't, just cut it down and do less is more and keep it nice and tight.
Less is more.
That's amazing advice from 2 legends in the game.
I think it sounds wrong. Isn't it legends?
Legends. I can't do a northeast accent.
No, definitely legends.
leg ends. Yeah, it's closer to that.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. Here we are with another amazing dealer. I'm going to let him tell you exactly the sort of stuff he does. I know some of it, but I'm going to let him explain it because he'll do it a much better job than I will. So we'll swing the camera. Let's go. So let's explain who you are, what your company is, and what sort of stuff that you do.
Hi, I'm James from Bright Spark Creations, and we do a lot of kids props, which are remote control based. Some of them are upgrades from older models of Trix, but we're giving them the modern approach. So one of them is our drooping flower routine. We've got a sunflower, and you water it, it'll come back to life. And once it's come back to life, you walk away from it, it will die, come back to life again. But it's got a big surprise at the end of it as well. I'll show you that in a second. Go over here, this one here. We've got balls up as well, which many people know.
Remember this product.
You take a ball, you place it into your box. It's now remote control as well, so you can actually fire it out whenever you want the ball. So there we go, whoop, straight out the box for you, like that. We've also got wind up, which is wind up 2 now, based on the original wind up. You take your silk out of the box, place it just there, you walk away from it, and your puppet inside the box will start pulling the silk into the box very, very slowly for you. Once it's pulled all the way through, flowers died again. Oh, sorry about this. Hold on a minute. We'll give it a little bit of water. Bring it back to life like that. You see, that's great. Okay. We'll go back to this one over here. We're going to get the silk back out of the box right now. Place that just there like that. As we walk around, you've got to keep watching the silk very closely now. Just keep watching. Did it just move?
It just moves.
Just move. Okay, we'll keep watching it. Keep watching it. We'll make sure it doesn't move again. If it might move again, you never know. Keep watching that silk. Does it move again? No. Oh, it just moved again. Okay. Oh, and the flowers died. Okay, but don't worry about it. We'll go back to the flower in a second. We're going to keep watching this one. You've got to wait 10 seconds, and something magical might just happen over here. Look at that. It just completely vanishes into the box like that. Back to the flower. What we're going to do is get a bit more water. Get a bit more water. There we go. Perfect. That should bring that one back to life. That's great. Now, once we brought that one back to life... Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe we had a little bit too much water to that, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We've shown you balls up. We've shown you wind up. We've got lots of other stuff as well. We've got frogs across, which is our version of cards across, which you get a nice card tray with that as well. And you also get the croak of invisibility. One of the newest ones we've got out as well at the moment is the Miracle Flash painting. So this is based on the Colin Rose Miracle Flash frame. What I'm going to do is just show you right now. I'll just take it out of the frame there, like that. You show the painting just there, give it to a kid to hold. The kid will just basically turn around in a circle. As they come round, it's completely and totally painted for you, just like that. Really quick, nice and easy to do. And also at the end, you just lay it down like that. And you take the picture out and give it to the kid as well. We've also got our celebrity morph as well. That's a close-up trip we launched at Blackpool. That's done very, very well. We do custom makes as well. I think that's just about everything summed up really quick.
Where can they get more information about the product?
brightsparkcreations.com. All the information on our website. You have to go on there and find all the different products available.
Perfect. We'll also put a link in the description as well. Thanks very much. Thanks for that little description.
Thank you very much.
See you soon. Thanks. So we're here at Trix, and this is another exceptionally very special dealer that we've got. We're going to talk to him in a second. So we're going to go over here. This is Ian from Magicbox. We're going to switch the camera around. He's going to tell you a little bit about some of the stuff that he sells. Show you a couple of items and just tell you he's been doing this a long, long time. And actually, funny enough, I still remember this day, Harrogate, Easter Parade.
Yes.
And I always say this to you, and you doing your dealer dem at Easter Parade, and it was always the best dealer dem.
Oh,
and I remember that from years ago. So anyways, there we go.
All right. Hi, Trixers. What have we got? New for Trix 2026 is K-pop Demon Hunters. I'll run through it very quickly, where we have a test to become a demon hunter. So we're going to go through and show you've got to find the Soldier Boys. As soon as the children see the Soldier Boys, there we've got the demon hunter. They're the demons. Now, you managed to find them face up. Can you find them when we hide them?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a go. Can you find them when we mix them up?
Yeah.
Of course, the children always find them until eventually we sing the golden song and the Soldier Boys have disappeared and they end up back on your back or anywhere you like to put them.
Yeah.
Very quick demonstration for you. Obviously, it plays for
and it's popular,
a hell of a lot longer. And it is, like Graham says, popular.
All the kids know what that is. I can't stand it, like.
Well, no, I've never actually watched it.
Yeah.
I've got a 6-year-old grandchild that tells me all about it.
I mean, yeah, it's a typical. It's a popular thing at the minute. So that's good. I like that.
Yeah, and we've remade, obviously, I shouldn't say classic of Magic, but classic gag, the break apart ones.
That's the best. Yeah, I saw Hayden with one of these, and I think this is the best version of a breakaway wand I think I've seen. It's a great size, isn't it?
Nice size. We do one actually slightly bigger, but actually do have a slightly bigger one. The nice thing about them is you can't actually see even close up.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
You can't really see the joints in them.
They're good, aren't they?
And not expensive neither. £15. I don't think. I'm not sure you can even buy a small one for £15. Can you?
Yeah.
And we're trying to go into 3D printing all the props now, rather than me getting in the workshop getting dirty. I'm getting too old for that sort of thing. I want to sit on my chair, press a button on my computer, and the work does itself. We just redone our Magic Wand machine, where this is how we make Magic Wands. This is a Magic Wand before it's a Magic Wand. And what we have to do, we pop it inside the machine, the children say the magic words, and the wand comes out to the bottom. We can't see very well there, can we? That's better. You do your trick, back in the machine. Next trick. Oh, we got a green one. I'm colourblind. I couldn't tell you what colour that one is. I'm just guessing it's green. And we go through them. I'll just speed it up a little bit so we can just go through the ones in it.
Good. That's good.
And that's our new 3D printed Magic Wand machine.
So what most of the stuff you do is kids type stuff.
Mostly kids stuff, yeah.
And how long have you been going? Magic Trix been going?
Magic Trix has been going for it's got to be 55 years.
55 years.
Yes, yeah. My father-in-law started the business in 1962, I think it was. So what's that work out at, Graham? You're probably better than maths than me.
It's a long time.
A long time.
Since the 60s.
I've been standing on the stand for 42 years. Maybe even more than that. Yeah, gosh. Do you know, Graham, you're making me feel old now.
And now, the other thing I will say, but you made me a table.
I did, yes.
I still have that table. And the table is made to fit in the boot of an MR2.
Yeah.
Toyota MR2, which was a car I had at the time, and that was going to be 20 years ago.
Yes, yeah. And I designed it originally to fit in the back of a Saab convertible.
Yes, I remember you telling us.
I wanted to buy a Saab convertible until I took one for a test drive.
And they didn't like it. Saabs. Listen, got some good stuff. I remember this as well. So if anyone's not familiar with a sliding die box, this is essentially a modern version of a sliding die box with a CD. And I think I've still got one of those that I bought a few years ago.
There's the CD. I was just looking for the CD. Basically, like Graham said, it's a sliding die box where we're going to make the CD disappear on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's on the other side. It's on the other side.
No, I'll show you. It's not on that side.
No, you've put it on that side now.
But this side.
Yeah, it's on, no, it's on your... Right, open it, right. Open them together.
You want that one open as well?
Yeah, open them together.
Are you ready? Here we go. Not in there. Not on this side. It's completely disappeared. And
it's in the middle. Oh, it's in the middle.
I just remembered. We have to polish these boxes, else it doesn't work. Polish this door. Polish the middle. Polish this door.
Yeah, now you're sliding it over there.
No, it's disappeared. Completely. But you want me to open this one?
Yeah.
No, it really has completely disappeared. Right out of the box. It's gone. And it ends up back inside the case.
Good stuff. So brilliant, really good stuff. So that's the new stuff. I love that wand machine. I think the wand machine's really good fun, and I also think the breakaway wand, excellent stuff, and very current at the minute. So where can people get this stuff from if they want to look at more props?
I'll be honest with you.
You're not
I'm
here
the world's worst.
people aren't here at Trix.
When it comes to tech, I'm the world's worst.
Right.
I don't have a Facebook page. I don't have a website.
Okay.
I just do conventions, basically. And if somebody wants something...
If you're interested, we'll put your contact details on the bottom of this video. So we'll have Magic Trix's contact details on there. So if anything that you've seen that you like, give us a shout and we'll send you the details for Magic
Perfect.
Trix.
Thank you ever so much.
Thanks very much.
Cheers,
Thank
Graham.
you for that. See you soon.
See you soon.
So we're here with the Sam Fitton and here on the solo stand, which you can see behind you here. So I'm just going to swing the camera around. You go in.
Oh, sorry. I'm in.
So this here is Sam. This is solo.
Yep.
And I've asked Sam, and here's the question: can you explain what solo is in less than 2 minutes?
Less than 2 minutes. Hopefully,
So
we can do it in less than 20 seconds. Solo allows you to control all of the special effects in your shows, from music, videos, images, live cameras, without basically pushing a button. Instead, you use the very objects themselves that are in your shows. We're using the latest RFID technology to detect those objects, which have little RFID tags stuck to them. Now, those tags can control individual cues, or you can use Go mode to move through cues in your show, like you would have done in the past. However, Solo and Solo Studio allows you the flexibility to cue anything in any moment, in any order. And that is Solo in a nutshell.
So Halo is a new product, which we've got here. So tell us we saw a little bit of it yesterday. So tell us what is Halo?
So Halo is awesome. It is basically this tiny little device here. And what it does, that's actually the prototype. It's even smaller in real life. But what it allows you to do is to record all of the 433 megahertz remote control signals that you use for all your different sort of props, like spirit bells, card fountains, launchers, eject by Noel Qualter. All of those things can now be controlled using Solo and Solo Studio. Simply record the remote controls and you can fire the signals as part of your act, timed perfectly to moments within the music, the videos, or any other special effects. Basically, meaning you never have to carry all of those remote controls again. You can just build them straight into your show and basically free up your pockets.
Perfect. There's a quick overview of Solo and, of course, the new one, Halo, which are both awesome products. And just finally, where can they get more information on that?
Apologies. Head to solosfx.com.
Perfect.
Simple as that.
Great. There we go.
Cheers,
Thanks,
guys.
Sam.